Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be taking a look at my top 10 action figures of 2024. So without further ado, I don't think we need a lot of preamble on this. I've done this for the last 3 years. Let's get right into things. So starting off here, there are a few figures you cannot see that are on the sides. So we're going to start with them because I think for all of them, they're going to get wiped off the board. Starting with, if I can get them without knocking anything over here, Arnim Zola. It's not that this is a bad figure, but as far as I can tell, it is legitimately just a straight re-release of the original one packed with that Hydra cap. So, yeah, this is cool. It's a fun figure, but it's not in the top 10. Same thing almost same thing goes for Sam Wilson, Captain America. This is a Target exclusive for $35. And the only thing he's missing, because I couldn't get him in with everyone else if he had them on, are his wings. And they are pretty bad, if I'm being honest. Like, you can get a couple good poses with him, but not much. And he's using an old sculpt, so if you try to put him next to a proper figure, he looks super short in comparison, since this is a, 9-10-year-old sculpt at this point. So yeah, Hasbro, do better. When the new Captain America movie comes out, you know what? I say make another version of this so we can see just how far Legends have actually come. But, I guess also Target exclusive. But if we're going to get a character like this, I want better. And then moving on to the next one. Alright, here we are. So, Executioner. Okay. I really loved X-Men 97, and I really like this guy's design. There's just a few minor issues I have, mainly in the articulation department. But, yeah, just not top 10 material. Oh. Sharon Carter from the S.H.I.E.L.D. 3-pack. Now, I know a lot of people have been I've seen a lot of people put her in, like, their top 10s and 5s. But this is just the same sculpt as Black Widow from last year with a new head. And honestly, with how many great action figures we're getting this year, it just doesn't cut it. Next on the chopping block, you know what? Why don't we keep this X-Men train going? I had some of them on stands for the thumbnail. But Magneto. Again, cool figure. I really like him in the show. So, just not, not top 10 material. Just trying to get him so you can actually have a decent look at him there. Yeah, just not top 10 material, but honestly, pretty good figure. Next up, again, just continuing that X-Men 97 train. Jean Grey. So, I bought this figure. I think I did put this review out. I recorded reviews for all of them, but the audio was so bad, and the lighting was god-awful, so none of those others I think will ever get to see the light of day. I do like this figure, but immediately after I bought her, Amazon had a sale on the Mafex one for like $70. So I picked that up. This figure got she's not even getting time on the shelf because I was not living here where I record my videos and have my collection when I bought this. So, yeah, she didn't even get to go on the shelf. Not because she's bad, but just didn't have space. I guess I about knocked him over, so... Listen, I love Luke Cage. This figure is fantastic. Like, this 85th anniversary line means so much to me, especially being like 2000s comics, like mid to late 2000s is where I really got into reading them. So a lot of this line being suits and, character designs from that makes me really happy, including this 2-pack. But Luke Cage himself, unless I put him in with Iron Fist, he's just not making this top 10. And then, moving on to G.I. Joes, we have Rakondo. Again, good. Like, here's the thing. I'm going to say this for all of them, so I'm going to get it out of the way now. This year, I have only bought one figure I didn't like, and I immediately got rid of him. Because this year, I'm being more selective in my purchasings. So, I don't just buy everything I see. I take a lot more consideration than I did before, and really you should too when buying action figures. Don't just like willy-nilly want to buy it, so go for it. No, like G.I. Joes, I've only been buying them if I think they will actually fit my G.I. Joe display, which for the most part is figures that are nostalgic for me. Things like the Airborne, Rakondo, and you'll see one in the back there, and I'll get to him later. But, so yeah, those are the kinds of figures I go for. You know, I've started moving away from, if Marvel Legends or Mafex has one, it may be more, but I'll probably pick up the Mafex because, well, I'm never going to need one again. So the next one we have pulling out of the competition, the Goblin Queen. Listen, again, just like the others, really good figure. Alright, I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty okay figure. I just didn't pull her because I didn't know if I'd be able to get her out without knocking things over. She's good in about 1 to 2 poses, but no, not much past that. Still, I like the figure. Alright. And already we're, like, from the beginning, I think it was kind of hard to determine which figures go, which stay. But now we're getting down to the real bread and butter of it, the real favorites. You can't even see one here, so I've been missing him as well. But Dum Dum Dugan. Again, this Shield 3-pack was fantastic. The sculpting on this guy is incredible. But he's just not top 10 material, so he has to be gone. I hate to do it to him. But there's so many good figures this year that Nightcrawler, even though he's one of my favorite X-Men, he's just not going to make it, especially since I had to add a sword to him. I think that's going to be my excuse for taking him out of this running. Alright, we're making it down slowly but surely. Airborne, I think, is going to have to be next. This figure, while really nice, really incredible, until the helicopter shows up, the Firefly? Oh crap, what was it called? Comment down below if you can remember what that HasLab was. You know, right before I recorded this, I could have told you, but not since I hit record. But yeah, this is a really good figure. If it was only that was out, I think he would have actually made it. So, moving on. And if you notice something, there's a lot of just legends and imports because Marvel's the main sector of my collecting. Baron Zemo. Oh my gosh, I love this figure. He's so good. Of course, he reuses parts from the Red Skull and Dormammu figures that came out in the same wave, but honestly, I think it works. He has a lot of the same sculpting parts that the original Baron Zemo, the more modern one, did. I think this one has more accessories, head sculpt, but he just doesn't compare, and nostalgia plays a factor into what makes my top 10, and he just is not that nostalgic. So, we're making it through this list. Slowly but surely, don't worry, he's not out yet. Alright, I love this Iron Man figure. You know what, I'm just going to show you. Mine has a slight defect there on the eye where it's not printed straight. So maybe if I can find a different one before the year is up where like the eyes are correct. And it's harder to notice on camera, weirdly. Like you can see there and there, it's just way off. He looks like he's got some side eye. Looks like McFarlane made this one. But yeah, if it weren't for that, truthfully, that he would not be leaving this. I love this figure. Articulation, all that kind of stuff. Great. I hate to do it, but I gotta take the last of the X-Men 97 figures off of here. Cyclops. One of my favorite X-Men. But, yeah, he can't stay. There's so many other great ones, and really I'm gonna say it's that orange hair. But yeah, he's just not perfect enough. Alright. I hope I don't catch any heat for this one. The next poll is going to have to be, if I don't knock stuff over, Otis from an Unparalleled Universe. Listen, I'm going to put a video out on it, so you'll get to actually hear all my proper complaints and stuff. But to sum them up, it's really all in the hips here. I'm not going to do that. But, like, the way he designed these, they're such a pain in the butt to move through them. Especially when there's cloth and stuff covering it and to catch on. Like, it's hard for me to know where his knees are because of how they turn. Like, it's very weird. And I'm not describing it well because I'm trying to do it fast. But yeah, Otis has to go. All right, moving on. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, 5 more gotta go. Oh. All right, yeah. Again, I love all these figures. This is hard for me no matter who I pull, but She-Hulk is next. Butterfly joints. There should have been butterfly joints on this figure. Otherwise, I would genuinely... Then an extra head sculpt. I think an extra, more angry head would have gone a long ways for this figure. All right, 4 more to go. Who is next? Like, now it's just going to be small things that get them knocked off, so... Nick Fury, again, I love him. That whole 3-pack was great, but against the rest of these guys, I just don't think he compares. I'm running out. My camera's about to die. I got hopefully enough time. So I'm at what, 12 or 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I gotta knock 3 more off the board. What 3 will it be? I hate to knock either of these off, but I like Ben more. So, Superior Spider-Man. I love this story. I hopefully can get a video made for this figure where I actually go more in depth on my thoughts. But yeah, it is really, really well put together. I really like it. I love this suit. But again, we're only looking for the best of the best, and I'm trying to put at least one of each line that I collected this year. But, oh, man. So I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need to get rid of 2 more. Who will those 2 more be? I want to get rid of Angel. I really love Angel. I hate to do it, but I think on nostalgia factors, I have to drop M. Bison from the Street Fighter series. I really don't want to, but I don't know who else I'm going to drop off of this one, because I love all these figures a lot more. Don't get me wrong, Jada Toys, he still might make my final top 10 of the year, but this is just spur of the moment. I can only save these 10 that I bought so far, and I just don't think he's going to make it. Alright. One more, I guess I should show off who's been sitting in the back here. Make sure you can see everyone. Ooh. You know, it's a hard pull to do, but Bane. Anyone who's been watching this channel for a while knows I love big, chunky figures. And Bane is amazingly articulated, big, chunky, but I just don't think he compares to the rest of these guys. So, sadly, he's knocked off as well. Alright, time to rank them. Last to first. And in number 10, this will probably... You know what? We gotta move everyone off here. This will probably shock everyone. But Mezco Dr. Doom. And the reason for that is... that knee right there continually pops off while I'm trying to pose him. Then we have Miss Marvel. I really love that figure. The new female bodies are so fantastic. After her, Ben Reilly, purely because he's on that Renew Your Vows body. We see it over and over and over. And I think we could have used something a little newer. And then we're going to go ahead and put Angel right in front of him in 6th place. Those wings, man. Angel's one of my most wanted X-Men, so to get him this year was so amazing. Alright, Beachhead. This was my... Beachhead was like my go-to G.I. Joe back in the day. So for me, he has to make this. And then finally, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So in number 5, so in 5th place, we have the new astonishing Wolverine. That is fantastic. I love that figure. And right in front of him, we're down to the top 4. Iron Fist, once again, just one of those suit designs that I've been wanting for a long time, and I'm so happy we finally got it. 2099, Miguel O'Hara from Spider-Verse goes into the number 3 spot. You know, he's bigger. He's almost perfect. I'm just pretending his cape doesn't exist. And in the number 2 spot, we have one of my all-time favorite characters from Marvel, Agent Venom, specifically from Amazing Yamaguchi. And seriously, guys, he is fantastic, but that leaves number 1 to go to none other than the Caped Crusader himself, Batman from Mafex. So yeah, guys, this is my top 10. Tell me what you think of it down below in the comments. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Who should have made it in? And what does your top 10 look like? With all that said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.